Walking while innocent. The case that shook Willow Creek. The sidewalk curved gently through Willow Creek, a suburban neighborhood so orderly it looked manufactured. Every lawn was cut with military precision. Hedges stood at attention like soldiers, guarding carbon copy porches. The air held the mingled scents of rain and fertilizer. Somewhere nearby, a sprinkler clicked in stubborn defiance of the morning drizzle. 14-year-old Marcus Turner walked alone, his hoodie pulled snugly over his head. One backpack strap dangled from his shoulder, heavy with books, earbuds tucked in as a low beat of 90s hip-hop pulsed through his ears. The wet pavement gleamed under the gray sky, and every few steps, water sloshed into his sneakers. His math homework was likely ruined. His socks were soaked, but he didn't hurry. His dad had taught him that. Move steady, son. Don't give the world a reason to misunderstand you. He believed him. Mostly. Marcus kept his eyes on the ground, letting the rhythm of his steps and his music insulate him from the world. Until the tires crunched. A white SUV rolled up behind him, slow and deliberate. The windows were tinted, except for the driver's side, which eased down with mechanical ease. A blue emblem on the side door read Willow Creek, HOA. Worse than police. Neighborhood authority. Behind the wheel sat a woman with short silver hair and skin pulled tight over judgmental bones. Her shirt was crisp, her face sharper. Her eyes scanned Marcus like he was a barcode that didn't scan right. "Excuse me," she called. Her voice cut like a knife. Marcus pulled one earbud out. "Yes, ma'am. What are you doing here?" "I'm walking home." Her brows arched. "Home? From where?" "School." Her gaze traveled from his hoodie to his sneakers to the skin on his face. A pause. A calculation. That old equation America sometimes solves backward. "And where exactly do you live?" He hesitated. He'd done this dance before. "Speak and you submit. Stay silent, and you're suspicious." Either way, she'd already made up her mind. "I don't have to tell you that," he said evenly. "I haven't done anything wrong." Her jaw tightened. "You need to prove you live here." Marcus looked around. Nothing but rain, trimmed yards, and a woman clutching power like a leash. "I don't have anything to prove to you." That was when she reached for her phone. Marcus sighed, turned, and kept walking. 10 steps later, the SUV gunned ahead and blocked the corner. This time, she didn't get out. Just spoke fast into the phone, eyes locked on him. Within minutes, the sirens echoed. A cruiser pulled up, then another. Lights flashed red and blue across the puddles. 2 officers stepped out. She pointed. "That's him." Marcus turned, hands instinctively raised. "We got a report of suspicious activity," one officer said. "Need to see some ID." "I'm walking home." "I didn't do anything." "Where do you live?" "I don't want to answer that." "Wrong answer." A second officer moved behind him. "Hands where I can see them." He obeyed. "Turn around." "Sir, I didn't." He didn't finish. The cuffs snapped tight around his wrists. "Temporary detainment," the officer said, but the words were a blur. All Marcus could hear was his father's voice. "Move steady, son." But they'd taken him anyway. Anthony Turner was working late when his phone rang. He didn't hear from the police. Not from a lawyer. Not from any official source. He heard it from Mrs. Delaney, the elderly neighbor who gave Marcus chocolate chip cookies every Halloween. "Tony," she whispered, "they arrested your boy." The coffee mug fell from his hand. He didn't blink. Didn't ask for details. Just moved. Shoes. Jacket. Keys. Not the gun. Not this time. This wasn't war. Not yet. But something in him shifted. By the time Anthony reached the police station, his suit was soaked. His hands gripped the wall like he might snap it. He walked in. Calm. Composed. "I'm here for my son," he told the desk sergeant. The man blinked. "Name?" "Marcus Turner." Paper shuffled. A hallway was pointed out. He didn't wait for permission. Through a small window, he saw Marcus. Slouched. Eyes red. Hoodie damp. Defeated. Anthony walked in. He said nothing. Just sat. Just looked. Just breathed. The file sat nearby. He opened it. Suspected loitering. Refused ID. Passive resistance. His hands tightened. The paper wrinkled. Passive resistance. That meant a child didn't say yes, sir, fast enough, or didn't lower his eyes. A knock came. A younger officer, Officer Jalen Harris. He didn't do anything, she said quietly. Who called this in? Anonymous HOA report. Said a suspicious individual was walking alone. No name given. Just urgency. They thought he didn't belong. She nodded, her face tight with shame. Anthony stood. War had been declared. At dawn, Anthony stood on his porch. Coffee in hand. Suit jacket over one arm. Across the street, the same HOA SUV sat idle, watching. He didn't yell. Didn't throw things. Instead, he recorded. Every face. Every license plate. Every route. Not revenge. Evidence. By noon, the police department received a formal request. Every HOA call from the last 6 months. Names. Timestamps. Audio. No redacciones. The next day, the HOA office received a subpoena. Emails. Surveillance. Meeting transcripts. Noncompliance would trigger obstruction charges. And then the floodgates opened. Emails. Calls. Reports. They read like coded racism. Unknown male. Doesn't appear local. Loitering near clubhouse. Hoodie. Dean. Marcus was the first arrested. But he wasn't the first targeted. Anthony cross-referenced police logs, body cam footage, 911 dispatches. Patterns emerged, all cloaked as neighborhood safety. Other families stepped forward. A mother whose son had been followed. A girl questioned while walking her poodle. A man told he looked like a contractor. They'd all been made to feel like strangers in their own homes. Anthony didn't hold press conferences. Not yet. He filed motions. He froze HOA discretionary funds. He launched a formal misconduct inquiry. He brought in an independent civil rights team. Whispers spread like smoke. Some HOA members tried to resign. He blocked them. He wasn't done. This wasn't just about Marcus anymore. 2 weeks later, the city council chamber overflowed. People leaned on walls, sat on floors. Reporters clutched cameras. Anthony stood at the front. Dark suit. Calm eyes. He spoke into the mic. Good evening. A screen behind him flickered to life. First slide, Marcus in cuffs. This, Anthony said, is what we called a threat. Next, a chart. 6 months. 90% of complaints targeted teens. 70% were Black or Latino. This is what racial profiling looks like wrapped in policy. A murmur. Third, security footage. HOA President Eleanor Whitaker speaking to a guard. Follow that boy. He doesn't belong. The boy? Marcus. He is not a criminal, Anthony said. But what happened here? That was